From Caracas, Venezuela, my name is Regan Nevins. This is From the South. We begin here, where violent opposition protesters continue their campaign to oust the democratically elected President Nicolas Maduro. On what was supposed to be a peaceful students' march, violent supporters of the MUD coalition threw an assortment of projectiles at the Bolivarian National Guard, including homemade bombs and Molotov cocktails. Several members of the protective services were injured. The government continues to allow peaceful protests, which is set in Venezuela's constitution, but denounces the use of violence. In one of the most dangerous countries for journalists in the world, Mexico, media practitioners are protesting. They staged a demonstration outside the Attorney General's office in the capital city to demand justice for their killed co-workers. Earlier this month, renowned Mexican journalist Javier Valdez was gunned down. He was the fifth reporter killed in recent months in the country as authorities struggle to contain resurgent bloodshed among warring drug cartels.
I have colleagues who don't go out at night to work like before, and when there is an event they get together with 2, 3, 4 people, so they don't go alone. If they notice there's an event in an area that's potentially dangerous, they wait for officials, because we have no protection, we have no guards.
In Argentina, former President Cristina Kirchner said that she will be a candidate for senator in the next legislative elections to ensure the triumph of a force that limits the government of Mauricio Macri. In a more than 90-minute interview with 4 journalists of the C5N news channel, Kirchner criticized the policies of the Macri government, which she called the return of neoliberalism to Argentina.
The truth is that we are ready to come back. It's what we want. We want her to lead and put an end to this crap, which we've been living since December 10th.
28 Coptic Christians were killed while on their way to a monastery in Egypt's Minya province. One of the vehicles attacked was taking men to carry out maintenance work at the monastery, while another was carrying children. According to officials, 24 others were wounded. There has yet been no claim of responsibility. However, about 70 have been killed since last December in bombings claimed by the Islamic State group in a campaign of violence against the religious group. During the first day of the G7 in Taormina on the Italian island of Sicily, Greenpeace activists demonstrated on the beach of Guardia Naxos to alert the leaders of G7 about global warming. They say they are waiting for a statement from all leaders except Trump, which must take into account the update of the Paris Agreement. They also want a clear strategy that outlines a plan by the 7 largest economies to completely abandon fossil fuels. Blind Cuban baseball players say they hope the sport will be included in the 2020 Paralympic Games in Japan. The players, who are blind or visually impaired, say baseball has helped them refine their senses of orientation by sound. The ball has jingle-type bells inside so that fielders can hear where they land. Meanwhile, the first base is a beeping mat, while players cap paddles at second and third bases to orient runners. There is no pitcher. The batter both throws and hits the ball. More on these and other stories on our website, telesurtv.net/English. For Telesur English, I'm Regan Nevins.